Hello, hello, everybody. How are we doing today?
I'm great, Matthew. How are you today?
I'm good, Justin. Welcome to another episode of the Hardly Millennial podcast. I'm pretty sure that here we're young, dumb, and full of.
Opinions.
That's right, that's what it is. Sometimes it slips my mind. So, Justin, why no Adam today? Where's Adam at?
Well, today, Adam is actually at work. He's at work.
Oh,
That's what's going on.
oh gosh, I was like dying with anticipation. I was a little worried for a second, but excited.
I know. I'm sorry, everybody. It was probably kind of a letdown.
Yeah, super let down. All the excitement's gone now. Okay, well, I hope he makes it out of work okay. I hope he survives all of that
I
good
believe
stuff.
in him. You're gonna make that dollar. He's got to get this whole room with more foam.
Oh man, the foam has come to a standstill.
Yeah, there's a lot. Got to make the dollars to make this place into a studio.
No one's respecting the www.patreon/hardlymillennial.com, however it goes.
Takes a little time.
Takes a little
I
time.
believe in it.
So, Justin, what are we going to be talking about today?
So I was off today. I did not have to go to my day job. And I was thinking about, opportunities that I'm going to have or obligations I'm going to have, depending on how you look at it, on, if I have to budget in buying a gift for anybody anytime soon. So there's obviously relationship gifts.
I love that that's things you think about.
Well, right now I have some money in the account to move around the best way that I think I should. So that was just one thing that just happened to come into my mind. Christmas with a decently large family or benchmarks in a relationship. And you have to always outdo those, right?
Of course. You certainly can't go down. You have
And
to
I'm-
at least equal it or better.
I'm a go big or go home kind of guy. So I kind of pulled all the stops out of the very beginning. I'm happy I did. It's a challenge. I love to, think about gift giving. But that's what kind of got me on this topic. So I have a couple
gift
of,
giving. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I just thought about how much there is to talk about, and if everyone experiences the same thing. Like, have you ever gotten like a really weird gift, and then how do you react to that?
Weird gifts are fun. Expensive gifts are fun, right?
Yes.
Everyone loves to get those. Well, what's your favorite kind of gift? Do you prefer tangible, like stuff that you can touch, or do you like memories?
I would say memories immediately, just because I'm really into like the concept of travel and taking lots of pictures and stuff like that.
For sure.
So memories, especially if it's for people that I'm around a lot, that stuff doesn't really do much, but nothing beats a really thoughtful, tangible gift from someone you don't actually see a lot.
True, and I would say that with the stuff, with the items, I do really like kind of the quirky people who put together like useful gifts. They'll get you like a first aid kit, just for a silly example or something. You know what I mean? But like stuff that you actually will use every day, rather than maybe like some bling bling or something that's cool.
And it makes you feel like they really, really know you.
Yeah, it's just more fun, and then every time you use it, you think of the person. And
I always thought, as far as, it's not really, it's a gift. When you get engaged and there's a ring, so obviously, like, here's a gift.
It's a gift, right?
It's a gift.
It's a
very
little bit
expensive gift.
required, but it's still a gift.
And I was
guess.
thinking, I thought, whoever proposes to me, if I get proposed to, would be so silly to get a ring. Just because, one, I lose everything. Two,
Well, you're supposed to keep it on your finger.
rings are so expensive. Imagine what you can do for the cost of a ring,
I think, in general, male rings are a little cheaper, right? I guess they can be as expensive as you want it to be, but in
I'm just
general,
thinking, like, because some people spend $1,000 on a ring, some people spend $10,000
I guess
on a
for either
ring.
gender, it can be as expensive as you want it to be.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So I thought, buy me a macaw.
It'll last as
Buy me
long,
a,
right?
Buy me a mini horse, or buy me something really cool that I'm just going to get a crazy, crazy kick out of for a really long time.
Yeah, but think of the amount of pressure that puts on you, though, because now you got to take damn good care of that mini horse. Because if you
Well-
fuck your mini horse up, that's like a symbol of your love.
I have a funny story about that. But yeah.
Oh, how funny.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. But obviously, I would take great care of something because I love living
Well,
things.
for sure.
And whoever gets me a pet that I can take care of and love and be interested in study knows me. But as far as having to take care of the item to show that you love the person, so I got this passion vine in my yard.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I was so excited, and I loved this passion vine so much when I saw it at the nursery. So I said, passion vine, that's cute, that's sexy. I'm gonna name this passion vine. And then I gave it my boyfriend's name.
Oh, how funny.
So then I planted it, and it was doing great at first.
At very first.
And then it just kept doing fine. It wasn't growing, but it looked good.
Yeah.
And then it kind of started going backwards. And I was like, I probably shouldn't have named this passion vine.
After your
After my
significant other,
boyfriend, yeah.
yes.
Yeah. But anyway.
So that's funny because I do a lot of the kind of the maintenance work and stuff in the backyard, and I take care of a lot of the plants. And I've been watching the slow digression of this passion vine you're talking, and I had no idea that was what its name was. That's really funny.
I thought it was cute, passion.
Just so everyone knows, it's not totally dead. It's coming back, actually. We
Right.
cut it all the way back. You had
So
to.
the cool thing with plants is there's actually a science to cutting it. So as you may have seen in Matthew Lynn's blogs about plants and pruning them and such.
If you haven't, go check it out. It's on
You
the
should.
channel.
It's very informative, and it's always like a species highlight. So when it starts to die, the tree or the plant is going to exert a tremendous amount of its own resources and energy to bring those leaves back to life, because it's still supporting those in its little ecosystem. So if you just hack those leaves off, instead it'll grow new leaves, and it'll redirect its energy into further growth. So today, Matthew cut it at about a third of what it was, but now it looks like a really short, very, very healthy.
Yeah, it looks
passion
great.
vine.
It just lost, like you said, 2/3 of
But
what
thank
it
you for
was.
that.
I think it's going to come back. I think
think
it's
so,
got
too.
life. We planted some new things in the yard. Not to get too off topic, but we did do a little planting today, and I'm very excited. I'm going to be showcasing one of the new pieces we got in a new special on the channel here soon.
Oh, I'm so excited to know which one it is.
Yes. Oh, well, you just have to tune in to find out.
Okay.
But anyway,
I
as
will.
far as gifts go, plants, I think, are an amazing gift. I love plants personally.
Yeah, I think they're a tremendous gift because they're very gratifying. You do have to have some responsibility in keeping it alive, but it's not like if you let a dog die.
Right. I completely
See what I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree. It's a little heavier when like an animal passes.
Exactly, but if someone gives you a plant to keep alive, not everyone has a green thumb, but no matter what, I feel like everybody appreciates something that's able to grow.
It'd be shitty if they gave you like a tomato vine or something that's an annual. Like that's the symbol they gave you. Our love will grow for 1 year and then die.
Yeah, but I would really love a tomato vine.
Anyway, that's funny though. So plants and places are more what you're into.
I would definitely say yes to that. Animals too, but I'm at a place where I'm really into plants and places, experiences in general. What about you?
Me, I think a lot of the gifts that I have received throughout my life, for sure, I don't know if you can consider them gifts, but I do, is like opportunities.
Uh-huh.
I've had a lot of really cool opportunities throughout my short life already.
Opportunities to do what?
Opportunities in like jobs, in schooling. I've squandered every one of these opportunities. Okay, so it's nothing that
Okay.
I've followed through it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I have found myself in very good schools, with very good futures ahead of me had I done the right thing. I found myself in multiple jobs, moving to positions where I would have been doing pretty well financially had I have made the right decisions. So definitely my life has been one of countless opportunities.
So
and I see those
those
as gifts.
Are the gifts that have stood out to be your favorite gifts you've been given?
Well, they've definitely moved me through life, gotten me to this point, yes. So they're definitely the most helpful.
Okay.
Another one that I think, I don't know to say a lot of people get is right, but some people get it, is like your first vehicle.
Right.
I think that that's a tremendous gift. if that is given to you. And a lot of
Well,
people don't take care
yeah,
of
it's
it,
a rites of
but
passage. It's symbolic,
oh
and
man, it helps so much.
it really just helps you fit into. It's really something you get to talk about with your peers when you're 16.
Yes, and it makes you you definitely have a different experience in young life being mobile
Oh
than
yeah,
not. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
It's just a little bit different to be the driver than it is to be the guy who's the passenger, who like his best friend is the driver. It's just a little tiny bit different.
I feel like parents are so great at giving gifts, and it's like a process. You have to really like get better and better and better at it, because I am not a great gift giver, so that's why I brainstorm really
What do you
ahead of
think makes you
time.
not a good gift giver? That like you just don't get stuff that's useful?
No, that's my problem. I like things that I'm going to use, things that I would have to buy. So my parents, for my birthday, they took me to Costco and just let me go
See,
crazy.
that's amazing to
That's
me.
an incredible gift, right?
Fuck yeah.
So, I might do something like if somebody, it was their turn to buy trash bags next, and their birthday was coming, get them like 12 little boxes of trash
Like
bags. They never
something
have
that
to.
lasts them for the next
Yeah,
year. Dude, that kind of
exactly.
stuff, I don't know. I didn't realize it when I was younger personally. But getting older now and starting to I just recently moved out in the last few years in life and started doing my own thing. Stuff that helps you like trash bags and laundry detergent and just simple shit like that. A new vacuum is the greatest gifts you can get. Because
I
it's stuff that's
agree.
so, it's not unattainable, but you have to be like disciplined to attain those
No, it's
things.
not unattainable. It makes other things unattainable. It's like, wow, if I didn't have to buy a vacuum and bags and paper towels and toilet paper and body soap, I would be able to buy my ticket to Colombia.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, I do you think that there's people who are kind of disappointed if they don't get like something wrapped in a box as a gift?
Oh, totally.
I mean, right?
Okay, this is why I'm gonna call. This is not a battle of the sexes, but I'm going to call it out. Okay,
Oh boy.
I work in an environment where I am one of very few men. I think now there are three, and probably about 50 women.
Okay, so very non-balanced.
Right.
Okay.
I feel that I add to the balance of things, but I will say that after holidays or after anniversaries or after anything like that, it's always you show your gift, what you got. Everyone says, "Oh my god, it's amazing." You say that you love it, but oh my god, you should have seen. I think he used newspaper. I think he used. I'm not even kidding. Or he didn't
Oh
even wrap it. He
gosh.
just put the box. He left the price on and everything, and he just put it in a bag. And I'm thinking like, yeah, but it's a Michelle watch.
Right? Like who cares? So the presentation, it's like food where the presentation matters almost as much as the taste.
Yeah, but food, you are paying for it.
True. True. I mean, for me, being someone who can't afford a lot of super nice things, I don't care how you wrap it. If you get me, a new watch or something fancy, I don't care if you just hand it to me. That's awesome. But I
But
guess for some people, it's kind of taking away from the glamour of it.
well, I don't think gifts should be about glamour. They're about tradition and they're about gratitude.
I agree.
So, like, can we just quickly talk about the whole thing of returning Christmas gifts?
Oh
Okay,
gosh.
let's just
Okay, so is
let's
that a
be
dirty thing to do?
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say technically, no, it's not at all. Some people buy and they say, well, if she doesn't like it, she can bring it back, right?
Right.
But my God, I didn't think people actually made that a very regular practice.
I think it makes it at least more okay because so many people do it.
No, I get that,
You know what I
but
mean?
look, if someone got me a T-shirt that I'm never going to wear, that is, I think is just absolutely ridiculous, I'm going to keep the t-shirt, okay? And I'm going to wear it the next time I know that I'm going to see them.
At
Because
least to
that,
score the points,
yeah,
right?
and just to make them feel loved and adequate. And
Oh,
so,
excuse us.
yeah,
Justin got a phone call. Sorry.
I just, I think that everyone should make an effort to accept a gift, display their gratitude for the gift, you know? Now, if it's something that obviously just doesn't,
What if you got two of the same gift?
yeah,
I mean, then I think that all parties involved at that point would understand the returning.
totally. And that,
But do you think that in some families you did have a situation of it would matter whose gift you returned, even though they're both exactly the same?
oh, I'm sure.
Like Auntie S and Uncle D gave me the same gift, but it's going to be drama because if I return Auntie S's, she's going to be upset.
Yeah, I think it's irrational, but it wouldn't surprise
I bet it
me.
happens. I bet it happens.
That would not surprise me at all. It's horrible. But anyhow, gift giving, it can be really, really, really terribly stressful. Both, I mean, financially at times, but also just for people who really do make a fuss if they don't get what they wanted, or if they don't feel like what they got was, or if they just didn't like it.
You know, I'm trying to think here, and I don't actually know the answer to this. I don't know if you do either. But the first thing that popped in my head is like Native Americans, like back in the day, if they were getting a
What?
gift, you know, if like they got a fish or something and they returned it to the market or something like that. You know, I'm just thinking like cavemen, if they got like the first wheel, if someone carved him a wheel. But then I'm thinking, is the practice of giving gifts, is that something that's like inherent? Are we born with that as humans,
I think
or
we're born with
do
it.
all living things do that? Have we always done it?
I think we're born with it. I think giving something that you love or you think somebody else would love to them has always been when we, for example, to God in the Bible, you make sacrifices to God. And
Right.
it's never just any old lamb. It's a lamb that is completely white everywhere, not a single blemish on him. So
It's the
I
nice
think
one. You give them the good one.
the best. Yeah.
Right,
And then
right.
like when you go to church, you wear your best, you know? So I think,
Well, I think even little kids will like give toys and stuff to another kid that they like. You know what I mean? Like if you just
yeah.
like another something, you'll give it stuff. Even dogs and puppies, you know, if you think they're cute, you'll want to give them treats.
Yeah, or
Right.
when a dog knows that you're master and he respects you, and he finds like a gopher outside or a squirrel, he drops it off at the.
So animals do it too.
Oh, totally.
That is true. And so it's not just a human thing to give gifts. Animals give
No,
gifts too.
absolutely. Animals give.
That's kind of interesting. I know it's so simple, but it's kind of blowing my mind. It's
you know,
interesting.
Animals give gifts. There's a species of penguin, and there was a. It's called The Pebble and the Penguin. I think it's an animated movie from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about how the penguins, they search for the perfect pebble. And then when they're going to find a female penguin to be their mate for life, they drop this pebble. And if the female loves it, she will agree to accept the pebble and become their
How
mate for
funny.
life. So that's engagement.
It's basically a ring. Yeah, I was just saying. I was thinking that. That's hilarious. So yeah, it's just an inherent thing. When you like something, you want to give it stuff.
Absolutely.
That's kind of cool. So then definitely the cavemen were giving each other gifts.
Oh, absolutely.
And they were returning them.
I mean,
For sure.
you think they were returning them?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, whatever the system for that
I
was at
think
the
it's a
time.
barter system where you
Yeah,
collect
whatever.
and collect because having anything was valuable, and then you could trade them.
Okay, I guess they were the first things that got traded then.
Oh yeah, you could trade favors. You know, you can trade, people for cash. Obviously, throughout history.
That So I don't know. My mind is racing now. There's so much going on in there because I've never really sat and thought about the concept of animals giving stuff to each other. I kind of thought that was just a thing humans did.
Nope. It's. I mean, a lot of different species will find something and bring it, or they'll dress themselves up to look very beautiful. And I mean, that's giving your time and your effort.
Interesting.
So,
Well, I heard that you have a list here of some fun gift-related questions.
I do, but somehow it's on Ashley Furniture, and I don't know why it's doing that.
Not endorsed or no affiliation.
So, yeah, Ashley Furniture. That's so weird. One of them on there, though, I remember reading it, was what's the weirdest gift you've ever gotten?
Oh, the weirdest gift I've ever gotten? The weirdest gift I've ever gotten.
Either like a weird scenario that you got it, or that it was just...
Do you have one? Do you have a weird gift scenario to start us off with?
So I have a recent.
Oh.
It was actually Valentine's Day, and I am a taken man. But there was I'm going to call him a child because he is under the age of 18.
Okay.
Who came into the store and was looking for a job.
Okay.
And I said, apply online, and I was explaining to him how we do things and whatever. And then he apparently had been very, very inspired and decided to go ahead and take my advice and whatever. Well, he had come by to talk to me and update me a couple of times at work. And then one day, he did not show, but a package showed from him.
What?
Yeah. And the weird thing was, he was under 18. And the gift was a bottle of craft vodka.
Oh, nice.
You remember this?
I
We
do
drank
now.
it.
Now that you're saying it, I remember it.
It was a box of with
I didn't know that's how
vodka
you came across it.
filled with
This was just a rando
Hershey
person?
Kisses. Well, yeah, a random person would come into the store, and then I gave some advice to, and
How funny.
anyway,
Must have really impacted him.
must have to get chocolate and alcohol on
Yeah, that's a
Valentine's
great
Day.
gift.
So, but it was a very strange gift because I felt weird carrying it. Imagine getting picked up from work from your boyfriend and somebody has an XOXO hearts. They've given it to you.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day. You can't control what people give you.
I know, but it would. So in that case, that was a really strange gift. And of course, the random strangest gifts you get from people on the street, like little copies of the Constitution or the Jehovah's Witnesses packets.
I guess if you call that a gift. I am particularly prone to getting the Jehovah Witness packets.
You are?
I don't know why, but me in particular, I get the Clock Tower magazines a lot. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it by name, but I did. Sorry. But yeah, I just throughout my life, I've gotten particularly a lot of those. I must have a personality for it.
Well, you look very unintimidating and
Thank you.
interested.
And interested?
Hey, you look when you listen to somebody, you make a really I'm interested face.
Huh. Well, practice makes perfect.
So parents, I feel, give the best gifts. So who in your family is just always hits it on the head, and who's the absolute worst?
So what's funny is there's actually a thing in my family, and I want to say it's in all of French culture because my mom makes fun of it too in her family. So what it is the oldest maternal figure. So whatever grandma is the oldest, okay, whether it be the great grandma or the regular grandma, at any kind of get together, like birthdays or Christmas, even Thanksgiving, they don't care. Whenever they see you, they'll always give you $50 or $100. But the way they do it is very specific.
Oh,
they will
this.
Yes, so they will wait for you to go to the bathroom or move away from the group, particularly away from your mother.
Yeah.
Whatever it is about, they don't want to give it to you in front of your mother for some reason. But they'll meet you in the hallway and they'll be like, "Baby, here you go." And they'll be like, "Don't tell your mother. Don't tell your mother." And then they'll just kind of wander back off into the group and be totally happy. Go help her cook dinner and stuff. But every single year at these get-togethers, this will happen. Maybe it's just
okay. So
I don't know where it comes from, but apparently you've
French,
encountered it.
And I am part Hispanic. I have a very Hispanic half of my family. And we do the exact same thing. The exact same. And it's not even, it's like this Hispanic handshake. You kind of walk by each other. You give each other the eye. You kind of, they go to hold your hand because they, love you.
Right.
And then they leave, one time it was $100 bill.
Sometimes it's 100. Usually it's like 20 or 50, but yeah, sometimes you'll get a hundo.
Sometimes you get $100.
Uh-huh.
And it's weird. There's this weird like
Let us know if it
pantomime.
happens to everyone.
Yeah,
I'm interested
please,
now.
please,
I don't know if
this
it's
is
just
super
our
funny.
cultures, but
But there's always this pantomime of like in the mouth. We say, "Don't tell your mom."
yeah, it's always
Don't tell
about
your
the
mom.
mother for some reason. Like they don't want her to know.
I have a theory.
What is it? Let me know.
Okay. Having a child is incredible, but having a grandchild, I think, is way incredible because you get to enjoy them as like, for just fun, and you don't have to really discipline them or anything. So anyway, I think it's really important for grandchildren to be very close, at least to the oldest granddaughter and grandson. I just feel like that they're like, I'm your ride or die. I was there when you, and I didn't have to give birth to you.
I've seen 2 generations of you.
Exactly. So I think that they want to make sure they're really in with you.
Yeah.
Because they know that your mom's in with you. She's your mom. So I feel like they want to be
There's like an
extra,
untold competition there.
Yeah, there's always an untold competition between
That's
the grandma.
amazing.
But the thing is, everyone's happy. They have a strong, relationship with
the
the
relationship between your mom and your grandma could be great, but just in that instance, when it comes to giving you money, they don't want her to know about it.
And what's cool about grandmas too is they're tired. They do not want to shop for you.
No.
They will give you cash.
Yep.
And you're like, yes, I can buy weed with this. I cannot buy weed with the shirt from American Eagle. This is when I was younger, you guys.
Right.
But
yeah, no, for sure. Sometimes gas is more important than a shirt. I have shirts. I don't always have gas.
yeah. Or, a little cash to give the bum money to go inside and get you alcohol when you're 16. You
That's
have to have
nice
cash for
too.
that.
You got to have cash for that. Cash rules everything, man.
I know someone else has done the pay the bum thing. Maybe
Pay
it's
the
a
bum thing.
small, small town thing.
I'm gonna admit to this. I did it one time with cigarettes.
Why did you not have
One
an
time.
ID? Were you too young?
I was too young. The friends I was with were too young, and all the friends that were old enough were unavailable. It was only one time it ever happened that I needed
So-
to. I did the pay the bum thing. There was a guy in front of this gas station, and
You gave the bum the gift of not being completely broke.
yeah, I think it was like a keep the change deal.
Oh, okay.
Like we gave him like
it's more than he had.
$15 and said keep the change or whatever.
He's waiting for it right in front of the liquor store, so whatever.
It was great. It worked. It worked smashingly. I would not condone it or say to try it, but I got away with it.
I think the best gift giver in my family is my little brother. He is good at finding things. I'm getting better. One year I won the contest, I think. I made my dad cry with a gift.
Oh, that's pretty baller.
I know.
Tears are baller.
I had a painting of his dog that had died that year. And it's a beautiful painting. And he opened it and he just like kind of lost it a little bit. So that year I kind of won, but I'm usually the worst. My little brother is really good at just being like, yeah, you would love this. You're like, oh yeah, I do love these. He got me a set of razors one year, and I was like, that's incredible. Thank you so much.
That's another
$25.
useful thing.
Yeah, and then he got my mom. My mom loves fake animals in the yard. I don't know what it is, but she just does.
Funny. I've met your mom and I can see it.
She just
I
loves
understand
fake
that.
animals
Yeah.
in the yard. It's a Hispanic thing, and it always happens in the second half of life, starting at maybe 42, 43.
Are they realistic animals or are they fantasy animals?
At first, they had to be very realistic.
Okay.
At first, they had to look to scale. Okay.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
I think that eventually it just turned into any animal will do.
Any animal do.
Yeah, and it's kind of gotten slightly tacky, but her home is beautiful.
My mom likes to put like really flamboyant, gaudy frogs and like leopards and just crazy shit. And we live in the desert, so like just animals that don't belong back there.
Oh, she is definitely not into understated anything. She loves
Yes.
big and boisterous, in your face, very shiny,
Shiny, the shinier the better.
bold color.
She just blinged her whole room out in these like giant crystal, like all the things for her furniture, the little knobs. They're all
Oh,
these
I
huge,
know. I
big crystal
remember.
balls
I
now.
think she needed you to
I
take
love
her
her.
to
She's
go pick
great.
up the rest of them one day.
Yes, so she found a very specific one because she's also incredibly frugal. So she's cheap.
And meticulous.
So she found a specific kind that she liked, but the store close to us didn't have enough. So I had to drive her across the valley to get the identical ones at the same store somewhere else. Yeah.
It was very important, Matthew.
I love her. I'll do it.
Oh, you are my good boy, Matthew.
I think that in my family, my mom's the best gift giver. She's good about it. It's always this unspoken thing of with my mom that my dad can't know. Whenever my mom gives me gifts, my dad can't know because I'm not worthy of the gifts.
Your dad wants to be a hard ass. Give you some tough love.
Yeah. So rather than try to fight with him or explain herself to him, she'll just do it behind his back. She'll just give me gifts. She's great. Love you, Mom. Have our technical difficulties been fixed? Have you found our list? Well, okay. What's the next
we
question?
actually touched on a couple of them already.
Oh, did we? You pulled them out of thin air.
Okay, so what do you think about gifts that are homemade?
Well, you're supposed to really like them, right?
You're
obligated to
really
love
like
them.
So that's why I'm glad this is on here.
I mean, to be honest, unless it's like a person who's a professional at making that thing, it usually doesn't turn out the way that it was intended to look or be. So, like, the thought is super cute, right? But they're generally not things like if somebody makes you a bracelet.
Yes.
Usually, you're not going to wear the bracelet a lot because it's probably not going to be a beautiful, gorgeous, what you would buy out of the store bracelet.
Right.
But you're super obligated to love that because they made it for you, and that's very genuine and sweet. So you probably keep it somewhere safe.
So I've gotten, bedazzled picture frames. I've gotten, I've gotten a lot of interesting handmade.
Just things that are not your character.
So really what goes through my head with those is, oh, this is cute, and it will remind me of you. I'll put it here for 2 months.
For me, it's like, why would you do this to us? Not even to me, but why would you do this to us? Because why would you put an obstacle in our friendship that you didn't need to put? You know what I mean? You know what you're doing. I don't know. Homemade gifts are super baller if it's like an old person who's been doing it their whole life. Like if there's an old guy who's been making silk flowers for 52 years and he makes you a silk flower bouquet, that would be amazing, right?
Yeah. What would you say is the most creative or thoughtful gift you've ever given? The one that you were really proud of?
Oh, I don't have a lot of proud gift giving moments. I've given the gift of second chance many times. Does that count?
I mean, that's not particularly creative. Can you maybe think of something else? Okay, so you're the worst one in your
I'm
family.
the worst one in my family.
This is what I'm getting at.
I'm
now.
horrible with the giving of the gifts. Yeah.
I've never really strove.
I don't know.
I never really strove to be a great gift giver until I met the man of my dreams. So it kind of sucks because I was all of a sudden like, can't fuck this up. He's a millennial. So, classic, birthday month situation. And I was okay with it. I was really into it. So whatever. But he has a little dog that he loves.
Oh.
Yes. So, we're both animal people. So I went on Instagram. I was very proud of this.
You went on the gram?
I went on Instagram and I screenshotted pictures of his dog from when it was a puppy to at the time now. And then I went and had one of those woven blankets with all the pictures on it.
Oh, Justin, that's super thoughtful.
I know
that's
it is.
really nice.
I was very.
Oh, did he love it?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, he did, right?
He loved it.
Oh, that's super nice.
Yeah, so, yeah, I thought I hit it out of the park.
What a genius gift, too. Put the thing that someone loves all over an item that comforts them.
And
It's
it's an item that
genius.
you don't have to look at all the time. It's an item that you can fold up and put away or take it out if you want to see it, and that's normal. It's not offensive to not, have it completely displayed.
So I did think of a gift that I gave once. There was one of my first girlfriends. I did take her on a really exceptional date once on like a really nice. It was like one of the nicest restaurants that we could get to, and then to
Small town?
yes,
Okay.
and then I'm from the desert, so there was a very nice natural landmark that was in my hometown that we went to and saw the stars at. That was very beautiful night and moment. So if that counts as a gift, that was my home run. That's the best one I've done.
Well, it doesn't, so pick something else. I'm just kidding.
Then
that
no,
counts.
I got
think that
nothing.
counts as a gift. So what would you say in general is always a bad gift? Like, just don't do that.
We should probably avoid food, usually, right? Especially if you don't know the person. You'd hate to give them food that has like their allergy in it.
What
Or
about like gift cards?
gift cards are baller? What's wrong with gift cards?
I always enjoy getting them.
They're better if they're like a prepaid Visa card. Like specific gift cards kind of suck because you're limiting where I can shop.
I hate giving them.
Why?
Because
They make little cards that are specifically made to
I
hold
know
them and
it's not.
give.
I don't like that. I hate physically giving them. I want to see. I wish I knew what they were going to buy with it, and then I would buy it and give it to them.
Well, isn't that just laziness, Justin? Shouldn't you just figure out what they would buy and then buy it for them?
Well, some people ask for gift cards. A lot.
Well, then you shouldn't feel bad about giving them what they
know, I
asked
know.
for.
And I feel really guilty about asking for them. I feel like, no one wants to give
What a
that.
strange phobia, in my opinion. That's very
Does no one else
different
have this
than
where
how
they don't
I
like
feel.
giving gift cards?
Well, I feel like gift cards are more appealing to people younger than us. Like teenagers today like it because they buy a lot of stuff online, right?
Yeah.
A lot of video game gift cards. Those are popular.
That's true. I had an Amazon gift card and I didn't
Dude, that's
use it all.
like gold.
And then I went back in to buy something and it was like, your gift card still has a balance of like $12. And I'm like, that was like a year ago.
Dude, Amazon's awesome. I'd be surprised if they don't give you interest on it. They're amazing.
And everything comes so fast. Sometimes I want to buy something from work. When I get a discount, it's my job. And I'm thinking 3 to 8 business days. I could
That's
buy
the
this
hard
on
part of
It'd
Amazon.
be here like tomorrow. Like,
Yeah. It's so what do you think about that? If you buy someone a gift and just have it delivered to them?
oh,
Is that okay
that's
to do?
amazing. I think that's fantastic.
That's not tacky to just
I
like
don't
have a
think so,
box
because
delivered.
How exciting is it to see a package for you on your front doorstep that you did not buy?
Right? And there's already all the popcorn and stuff in there. So it's like
Yeah.
fun to open. and-
Exactly. No, I think having something sent to you, plus it's
I think
usually-
Amazon will wrap it. I think during Christmas time, Amazon will wrap the packages in like Christmas wrap.
we would be so honored to
I'm
be
pretty sure that it
sponsored
is.
by Amazon.
Oh,
It'd
that
be
would
like-
be an honor.
I would literally do this.
It's
what I'm
shooting
doing
for
right
the
now.
stars there, my friend.
I know, but we love them, and we will do this every single time. This podcast is brought to you by, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
Well, this one wasn't.
yeah.
But anyway. Okay, so it's okay to just send random boxes to people's houses. I guess I agree. I would be very excited if someone sent me an Amazon box. I'd be a little bit worried, though. I'm just kind of a skeptical person. I would worry it's like a bomb or something.
Even if it said Amazon, they always say Amazon.
Well, I'm sure they always say a lot of things before they explode.
Okay, so what about how important is it to give a gift? Because I'm not going to lie, Christmas time is a very, very stressful time for me.
I think it's too
Very.
stressful. I think that there's way too much obligation to give gifts during Christmas time.
And it just sucks because sometimes you have a rough year, like 2 years in a row, and you don't want to be like,
That's a trend. That's not a rough year. That's beginning to become a trend.
yeah, you sometimes have a rough trend in your life.
Okay.
Okay. And Christmas rolls around and you really want to get everybody something, and you're just mortified at the fact that a lot of them might have gotten you something, and you just don't know what to do. You're not in a place where you can just do that.
Perfect that you bring that up. I wanted to ask that earlier and I forgot. And I just let it go. How do you feel about people who are like ashamed to receive gifts? There's always that person who's like, "No, I don't want a gift. I don't want a gift.
Well,
I
I've
don't
been
want any
that
help."
person because for that very reason. It's not that you don't want any help. You don't want to feel like you've imposed on somebody. And when you don't have the money to buy Christmas gifts, because that's just how life goes sometimes, especially for millennials. Although I see a lot of them shopping, but you don't always want to be that person that says, "I don't have any money. I can't buy gifts."
So I feel like I used to also not particularly love getting gifts because I would feel obligated to like have to give something back to that person, right? And like, don't put me on the hook like that. Like,
Right.
that's rude. You know what I mean? But then at my first job ever, I was like 16, 17, and I was sitting outside. Well, clearly I was 18 because I was smoking a cigarette outside. And there was a little old lady who worked with me, and she was very religious, not like in your face crazy Bible lady, but she was a religious old, like 70-plus-year-old lady. She was a door greeter. She's very cute. I loved her. And she was smoking a cigarette out there, and I was telling her, for some reason, it got brought up. Someone was giving me a gift. It was around my birthday or something. I ended up telling her, blah, blah, I don't like to get gifts. And she said, well, why not? I said, because it makes me feel obligated. Blah. And she goes, well, the way I always thought about it is that I guess she said that the Bible says that giving a gift is a blessing. Like it's a blessing to give to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that if you don't accept the gift, then you're denying a person their blessing. And who are you to deny someone a blessing? Like you shouldn't have that choice to deny them or not. So not to say that she's 100% right, but it made me look at it from the other side of the field, that they weren't being selfish. Maybe perhaps I was the one who was being selfish in not allowing them to have that moment of giving.
I mean, maybe you were being selfish, but it wasn't at all intentional.
No, for sure.
But see, that's the thing is, even if it's, at what point are you obligated to get somebody something if they get it for you? Because
Well, I think that that's just a personal stigma that I have. I don't think that you really are obligated to.
Right, but I feel the same way. And I
Right.
think it's a very human thing to feel. So, I mean,
But I guess what you're giving them really is you're giving them the happiness. Because it
Yeah.
does make you happy to give a gift, right?
that's true.
So as cheesy as it sounds and as intangible as it is, I mean, you are giving them the moment. You are being a part of it in some way.
A lot of the times, it happens actually a lot at work. My birthday will happen, and I'm sorry, but there are just so many birthdays, brothers, sisters, everybody's, that I kind of have stepped away from birthday land. I'll call, I'll do whatever, but I really don't want to be in that game.
Like, let's just meet up for Christmas. Let's skip all the little ones in between.
Exactly. So
feel
at
ya.
work, I don't tend to really organize things for people's birthdays or whatever. Okay, I just don't do that. And it happens for some people at work. I don't necessarily want it to happen for me. And when someone gets me a birthday present, especially when it's, like this year I got something that was very valuable as a birthday present. And I just thought, well, I mean, I have to. It's an isolated incident that is now going to be between the two people,
Right.
You kind of have to. So,
Even though you're not technically obliged to do it, you just feel that you are.
right. So
And then now there's a predicament in the relationship between those two people.
exactly. And you know what? I'm not saying this is a common problem. I'm just
No,
saying
but
that's
at
what
least
goes
you
through
and
my
I
head.
experience it.
Okay.
So there must be a few other people out there like you and I,
So I'd prefer to just be thoughtful. Say happy birthday. Say, hey, I hope you had a nice day. I hope you had a good day off. Don't necessarily go to jumping and getting people things because you never know how it's going to make them feel. That's just what I'm saying.
I agree. I agree. And don't necessarily jump to make them something either, because that can be another obstacle.
Unless you're really good at making
If you're really
food.
good at it, then fucking go for it.
Food especially.
But
Someone
don't like
makes you
practice
cookies.
making something for a gift, in my opinion. Just avoid doing that.
Absolutely. So, I mean,
Ha-
your live-anniversary is about here, isn't it?
My how long my year with living in the millennial household?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. Are you going to get me a gift for it?
I was gonna say, let's talk about a gift.
Well, no, I was going to say that it lands pretty close to Christmas, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's way before that. It's in the summertime. I think that you should get me like a set of dog tags
Uh-huh.
that are like inscribed with like hardly millennial
Oh, that'd be
and the
cool.
date.
And maybe I'll make a donation on Patreon
Oh,
as an
nice.
auxiliary. Like there's like the
You would
appetizer
be our
gift.
first one.
Oh, I'd be honored.
Yeah.
Even though I hope that I don't beat anybody there. I hope
You would make a pledge. They're called pledges on Patreon.
Okay.
You pledge a certain amount per month. As little as $1 per month goes a long way.
Oh, it's a month thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
You can sign up for 1 month. You can sign up for many months.
It'll make me like a shareholder. Kinda.
No, you don't get any piece of it. No, there's no stakes given.
But it'll feel like
But you
I
can
am
feel
one.
like it. Yes.
Like I'm part
Absolutely.
of something bigger than myself.
Absolutely, you can.
Good.
So, one little quick last note here before we end for today. I think we have probably about 10 minutes left here. How do you feel? Do you know anyone or have any family members where their birthday is like a few days before Christmas or falls really close to another holiday and then they kind of get fucked? What do you think about that?
Okay.
Should you just eat it and get them gifts on both the days?
I really think that you should.
Right.
Especially family. Because you don't want them to hate Christmas.
What do you think of the bullshit of like giving them half the gifts one day and half the other? Because that always happens.
What do you mean?
Well, like you would have got 2 bomb-ass gifts if your birthday was in June, but instead you got 1 bomb-ass gift on your birthday and then 1 bomb-ass gift on Christmas. When really you would have gotten 2 and then other ones. You know what I mean? But since they're so close, they just split them up.
Yeah.
I feel like you get cheated. It sucks.
So I have a good friend. I'm going to say her name. Her name is Christy.
Okay.
And she was born on Christmas.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Well, her name's actually Christian because it means follower of Christ, and she was born on Christmas. So she was by Christy, and she's amazing.
But
she's huh?
Her name's not actually Christian, right? It's
It is.
Christy.
It's Christian, but we call her Christy.
Oh,
So
okay. That's cute. All right,
Yeah,
I'm down
yeah.
with it. I like it.
it's funny because we never called her by her birth name, and then her husband.
He has like this huge cheesy smile as he's saying this, but
Well,
I don't know why.
her husband, he's hilarious, started calling her Christian all the time. Christian.
That
Just
would
to
be
be-
so annoying.
Yeah, just to be kind of douchey, and now it's just really stuck. That's her name at home now. It's Christian.
I think it's a lovely name.
I think it's lovely too. It's just funny because she was always like, "That's not my name."
So born on the day of Christmas.
Yes, so it was.
That's
funny
gotta
'cause
be rough.
She'd have in college, she would have a party, and it was the pink party, and she would have it around Christmas time, and she'd said, "This is not a celebration of red or green. This is pink."
That's when you put the 2 colors together. You get green. You get
Ah.
pink.
What?
Is that what that is? It's
No.
not red or green. It's pink.
Well, pink is red and white.
Oh.
She just meant this is not a Christmas party. We are not singing Christmas carols. We are not celebrating anything red or green today.
Oh.
This is my birthday party, and we're wearing pink.
That's
So
cute.
But anyway, yeah. So I feel like if you get creative like Christian did, then you can't.
I
have
went to a pink party once.
You did?
I did. One time specifically that I remember.
Did
It
you
was a
wear
pink party. Of course I did. It was a
Okay.
pink party. And it was, I remember it. I remember not remembering it. I got fucked up at the pink party.
Oh, well, good. Was it with a pink drink?
I fell down the driveway. But you have to understand how I said that. I didn't fall down while standing on the driveway. I fell down the entire driveway. Like I tumbled down the driveway. There was like multiple rolls and bounces involved. I
Was this a
tumbled
hill
all the way down.
driveway?
It was an above averagely sloped driveway, but nothing crazy. But I managed to fuck myself up falling all the way down the driveway.
Is that why your face is busted?
No, I was just born that way.
Oh, sorry for bringing it up.
That was rude. Alrighty, guys. Well, this may be a little bit short, but we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for this time. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
It'll be kind of sad to have Adam back. You know what we may have to do?
What,
we
tell
may
me.
have to do with another 3-man podcast when he comes back.
Just to ease yourself into having him be here.
I was thinking more easing myself into losing you,
Oh, okay.
but either way.
Well, you live in my house. We're in my house right now.
It's true.
I think we're going to be good.
I think I'll see you.
Even after we say bye right now, we're going to be hanging out after this. So it's going to be okay, Matthew.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Let's get to it. Let's get to the rest of our evening.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about it. Check out the Patreon if you haven't already. As little as $1 a month goes a long way.
Please do not forget to let us know if you do the funny cash in the hand thing from your grandma.
Oh, yeah, legitimately, I'm very interested in that because I've only ever heard of me and Justin. I don't know if anyone else.
It's got to be a thing.
It's got to be a thing. All right, guys, we're cutting it short, but we love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.